case has to be it's with someone I will never forget in my life. It happened to be when I was in UniU in 2013, and it was from someone called I'm not going to tell you guys his other name, but his name is if you're watching this video, try Mumu boy. That was my first, and it's actually my best.
Os amigos de grave com pé de treta, os amigos de grave com pé de treta. Tira do coach, levanta a mão, joga a pistola pra
It's Wantor here, and welcome back. If this is your first time here, I would advise that you watch 2 or 3 videos before you hit the subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, I'm really glad that you could make it back here. Today is going to be a very exciting edition of this CC challenge, as I am going to take on like my first time challenge. So today I'm going to be jumping on my first time tag. This challenge has been on for a month, and I see a lot of YouTubers, a lot of creators jump on this challenge, and I'm like, why not? Let me create my own. I got questions from different people. This is basically going to be a story time because I'm going to be narrating the first time of me doing that particular thing. The game is like this. You answer the question by explaining how it was, how your first time doing that thing was. So I have 17 questions here, which I'll be explaining and narrating to you guys. So stay tuned, as I really look forward to an interesting and entertaining first time video with you guys. So before I continue, I want to do a little shout out to the people who mentioned me on their Instagram stories. Their handles are here, so if you get a chance, don't forget to go follow them on Instagram and thank them for always mentioning me, mentioning my videos and reposting my videos. The first question on this thing is the first time I had alcohol. I've had like alcohol, like palm wine and all of that, but you know, when we want to get like the first time I legally had, no, it wasn't even legally, like I wasn't even legal age too. It was just after high school, after secondary school, and it was actually by my mom. Yeah, she gave it to me. So she took me out to a bar with her friend where she ordered alcohol for me. She wanted me to understand how it felt to have like a lot of alcohol, the repercussion, and so I know how to control my alcohol intake when I'm with friends and with my pair. And yeah, basically, so that was the first time I had. I was about, I think I was 16 years old. Yeah, but regardless, I usually have Amarilla at home. Then, like I said, I usually used to have alcohol, but not in a high quantity. So the next one is first time I went clubbing. My first club experience was terrible. It's back then in secondary school, when I just finished secondary. No, when we were about to round up, you know that final when you guys just want to go party somewhere, you feel like you've come of age to go to the club. Guys, it was a disaster. It was a whole adventure. My first time going clubbing was a whole adventure. It was back then in high school. You know when you guys are about to graduate and then you guys organize this get-together party, and sometimes you guys have like series of party. You have like prom and all of that. So we had like this party. It was going to be like a night party in a particular club, one of the popular clubs in Boko, called End of Discussion, and we planned to go. We went, actually it was going well. That was my first time, so everything was so weird, but I was with my mates, so it was nice. And if I can get a picture, which I'm not sure I have, but if I have, I'm going to put it here. Something happened in that club that day. Someone shot at someone, so the police were there and we were running helter-skelter. I didn't even know when I ran and I entered like a ravine full of pig shit. Guys, I was dipped, just like you dip French fries in your ketchup. I was dipped in pig shit. We ran. Hey, God of mercy. We ran. Our school was actually miles away, and this was around 3 a.m., 2 a.m. So, hey, God. I looked messy when I got back. I was messed up. I fell down a couple of times. We had to hide behind people's houses, and then we finally made it back to school. It was the craziest club experience ever, and to think that that was my first club experience. So yeah, that was my first time clubbing. Nobody tell me for like close to how many this thing. Nobody tell me say make I know Ghana Visits Club. First kiss has to be it's with someone I will never forget in my life. It happened to be when I was in UniU in 2013, and it was from someone called Ididion. I'm not going to tell you guys his other name, but his name is Ididion. If you're watching this video, try Mumu Boy. Mumu Boy. That was the first person that gave me my kiss, and it's been the best I've had. Like, it's been the best. That's the reason why I cannot forget it, because the first happens to be my best, and that's the reason why I don't even feel comfortable seeing people, because I feel like it's gonna be below standard. He already set the standard. The third question is the first money I ever made. The first time I ever made money in my life was after secondary school. Definitely, I was about 17. Was I still 16? I can't remember. No, that's a lie. The first money I ever made, I was about 9-10 years old. That was the first beanie I made. I made 2 beanies. That's when I learned how to make beanie, to knit. So I made 2 beanies and I sold it at 700 naira. That was a huge money back then, and my grandma kind of saved it for me. So that was the first time I ever made money, and that was the amount, 700 naira, when I was 9 years old. So yeah, first period. That should be, it was on a New Year day some years ago. I think I was 12 or 13. Yeah, I was 12 or 13. Very bizarre, in the sense that I didn't know what happened. I was scared. I thought something, oh Lord, I thought something bad happened. I was losing my mind. You can imagine, after cooking, and that day I cooked, I basically prepared most of the meals, and I was just done, just for me to have my bath and then go meet everybody in the parlor, have food, enjoy. It was New Year Day actually, and I just noticed it. Hey God, guys, I was scared though. That's why I didn't even know what to say. I was like, should I go and meet my grandma, or should I just pray to God? I prayed to God though. I was like, God, please, where have I wronged you? Where have I gone wrong? Please come and help me out. And I met my grandma. I explained to her, and she was laughing. She was like, you laugh funny. I'm like, this is not funny, so why are you laughing? I mean, this is not funny. Why are you laughing? She now explained to me what it was and what I should do. And I remember her saying, you're now a woman. That was a sweet experience too. The next question is first mobile phone. My first mobile phone has to be Motorola, and it was a gift from my mother. And yeah, that's the first mobile phone I ever had. Those ones that have round face, those Motorola's with round face, that was the first. And the first I ever bought with my own money was Alcatel. I was still young, man, I was hot. So the next question is first serious relationship. That has to be when I was 19. That's when I got into a very, very serious, you know, when it's very serious that it's almost leading to marriage. But then we just realized that I was too young to, you know, get into that. I've not even enjoyed life, and then I'm thinking marriage. So that was my first. So the next question is my first crush. Should we talk about him? Sheyi Akerele. His name is Sheyi Akerele, aka Shizzy. Back in the days, he used to work with HKN. I mean, he still works with them, with Davido. So I started crushing on him back then in secondary school. Look, guys, okay, I see him in videos and I'm like, oh God, this guy is so salesy. This guy is so salesy. I like him. But when I got to Lagos, I realized that the nigga was way older, and right now he's excited, he's happy, he's in a happy place. He has a woman in his life, he has 2 kids. So crush oti what? Crush died. He died back in the day. So the next question is your first best friend. So my first best friend has to be Idikani Yang. She has been my friend like from nursery school to secondary school. So she was like the first best friend I had that I was so close to, that I talked to, that is always with me, and she was with me from primary to secondary school. My first nursery school has to be all weather nursery and primary school in Eket, Akwa Ibom State. That was the first nursery school I ever went to. But the thing is, I cannot remember anybody from that school, because I mean, it felt like I always switched schools every year, so my life was very scattered. I have a lot of mates. That's the same way I cannot remember anybody in all weather. But that was my first nursery school. The first secondary school I went to, the first secondary school has to be Heritage College in Oyo. That was the first secondary school I ever went to. It was a small school, but it's a bit big now. But yup, first university has to be University of Oyo. That was the first ever I went to. The next question is first time I ever cooked, the first meal I ever cooked. Okay, the first meal I ever cooked was beans. First time I ever cooked was when I was very small, about 5. I always wanted to cook, so the first meal was beans. My guys, it was a disaster. First off, the oil was one side, the water was one side, the beans was down, and the ingredients were down. The beans was very hard. I burnt my thumb, and we did not eat the food. It was a disaster, so it was thrown away. Next question is, how old were you when you started living alone? I was 16 getting to 17. So when I was back then in uni, I had to stay on my own. So that was the first time. Immediately after, I was not even legal, guys, but I was living the life. I done the hustle like tipe. But the thing is that my mom paid for the apartment. So the first time I ever left Nigeria was in 2018. That's the first time I ever left the borders of Nigeria to go and experience how life is in other countries. So that was the first time in 2018. So the next question is my first love. I fell in love with a Yoruba guy. That's been my first, a Yoruba demon. That's my first love. And the fact that I still like this person, but there's just a lot. I don't even want to go into details. I'm gonna get emotional. So I don't want to get emotional. So yeah, don't ever make a Yoruba guy your first love unless he's out of this world. Then you can do that. But if you're in my type of situation, just grab that nigga, bro. We were in a situationship, and I'm glad I realized. First time I ever had sex. Wow, the first time I ever had sex was very traumatic, so I'm not sure I want to talk about it. But it was sometime in 2013. But I don't want to talk about it. Finally, we've come to the very end of my first time challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed every bit of it. I hope it was entertaining. Please, if you have any other video idea you'd want to see on this channel, let me know in the comment section. Give this video a thumb. So let me know the first time you ever got to watch my content on YouTube. Let me know in the comment section. So if you've watched to this point and you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Make it your first time, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I'm so glad you guys could tune in today. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye and have an amazing day.